Hey, what's going on YouTube land? This is your boy TJ and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my reviews on the WWE shows and PLE events. But today, I want to talk about the problem with Shayna Baszler. So let's talk about it, right? So with Shayna, she roughly been in WWE for like under 10 years. First started off in NXT, was like knocking it out the park. And it is a far cry from her NXT days to where she is now, because baby, I'm telling you, she was the first two-time NXT Women's Champion, a collective of over 400 days. I want to say it was 400 and I think it was 14 or something like that. And then like after that, you know what I'm saying, she was knocking out the park, having like banger after banger matches, like, you know, stellar heel work. Like if you never seen Shayna Baszler in NXT, baby, look at it, because it's like night and day. All right, so with her, after she, you know, was on the NXT at the time when she was the NXT Women's Champion, she had a triple threat match at Survivor Series, I want to say 2019, and it was her, Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and the Raw Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, where Becky Lynch won the match, but after the match, you know, Shayna Baszler beat her up after that. But anywho's, going into the new year, 2020, their rivalry kicked off. Shayna Baszler attacked her, and then she bit her neck. So that was really bad. So, I mean, it started off hot and heavy. She won the women's elimination chamber match. And I'm thinking, okay, like, you know, she about to win it over, you know, Becky Lynch's WrestleMania. And this was around the time when the pandemic happened. So, I mean, when they fought each other, like, there were no fans. And then she lost. And I'm just like, how in the world did you go from winning the Elimination Chamber match and you literally beat every woman there, and then you lose? So then I'm like, okay, cool, bad. So at the time, even you can even look up at the reports. Like I ain't making nothing up. Like you can look back. Becky vouched for Shayna to win that match. She did not want to win that match. She knew that like that was the new up and coming star. Like she wanted to, you know, let her do her big one and win the women's championship. Nope, didn't happen. And then after that, Becky was pregnant at the time, right? So she dropped the championship. So when they had the Money in the Bank, little did anybody know, like the women's championship was in the briefcase. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, like she gonna be women's champion. Nope, it went to Asuka. Okay, so we're just gonna forget about the Beast, the second coming to Brock Lesnar for the women's division to just... Nope, they didn't forget about her, but they put her in the women's tag team championship picture. So I was just like, okay, you know, and it was successful. It was a successful tag team. Yes, it was. But unfortunately, it's just a far cry from her NXT days. It's just, you know, it was successful. She, you know, her and Nia Jax, unbeatable, like forced to be reckoned with. Two-time women's tag team champions with the two of them. And then after that, you know, she wound up breaking off with Nia Jax. She put her on a shelf, kicked her arm, and then wasn't seen for like some years. And after that, she wound up going to do the Queen's Crown, right? So after she did the Queen's Crown, I'm thinking, you know, the tournament, like basically the equivalent to the King of the Ring tournament. So it was the women's tournament. So I'm thinking, okay, she got this or whatever. They you know, finally are starting to have some upward momentum with her. Like the fans got behind her. And then since people really didn't like Nia at the time, like she had a lot of, you know, fandom around her, and then people wanted to see her win. And a lot of people, even the blogs even said that like she was going to be ready to win. Nope. She lost to Doudrop. I don't know about you, but I don't know how that would have sounded, Queen Doudrop, like, So it just was a big waste, like, of a push. And ever since, it kind of went up and down with Shayna's, like, booking. So here's the problem with it, right? And I'm about to have a real conversation with you guys, right? So with Shayna Baszler, let's be honest, she doesn't fit that stereotypical mold that the WWE, as far as the women goes, to push them to the algorithm, like, physically. Like, and that's not me, saying, like, my viewpoint of her. Like, I do feel like she should be pushed as, a top athlete, single star, but for whatever reason, they keep pairing her off in random tag teams. So if you look at the history of the WWE, let's just go ahead and be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. They have one archetype of woman that they always push. Like, from the 90s, from far as I can remember, maybe even back even before then, right? Alundra Blaze, Sable, Trish Stratus, Michelle McCool. Who else at the time? Natalia, right? Maryse. Down to right now, Charlotte Flair before she got injured. Yeah, you know what I'm getting at. So I feel like because of that particular archetype that they always want to push on us, after a while when we noticed that that's the type that they wanted to keep, the same type of woman that they keep wanting to push on us, we rebelled and was like, definitely when it was Charlotte, like, we were like, no. Like, I'm going to be honest, like, I was not the biggest fan of Charlotte when she first was in WWE. Definitely after she came from NXT and then came to WWE, and then we seen the agenda, we all soured on it. Like, we did not want to see her as a face and a heel. We just wanted that lady gone. Like, now it's a far cry from where she was then to now, and, like, we don't, like, loathe her, this woman, right? But it's just, it really got tiresome. But anywho's, that all ties into what I'm trying to talk about now at the point of let's draw it back in, right? Shayna is a top athlete, like, competitor. Like, she is an MMA fighter. She is a WWE superstar. Like, that woman, if booked correctly, she would have tore it up. And it's just sad to see that because she doesn't fit that mold, oh, well, because you're not selling, SEX and, you don't look like them, we're going to just put you in tag team. That's good enough, right? Like, no. Like, book her the way that she was supposed to be booked before. It's like y'all keep trying to be cute and creative and do all this other different stuff. Like, book her the way that she was supposed to be booked, like the second coming of Brock Lesnar for the women's division. And then everything will be good. But for whatever reason, because she doesn't look like everybody else, they just put her in one archetype. And that's another problem with WWE. Stop pushing one agenda as far as the women. Like, they don't all have to look, like a Playboy Playmate. Like, let them look how they want to. Like, representation, please. I know that, like, now WWE is starting to go into that direction where, like, it's more representation, but they kind of still do the whole, oh, well, sell that SCX a little bit more, and or like, have your clothes a little bit more revealing. Because I don't know if y'all been noticing it, but yeah, they kind of are, yeah, y'all. If y'all see the product, y'all be seeing certain women that wasn't dressing all, seductive and stuff like that. Like, now they're starting to look a little bit more, dolled up, if you will. Like, because of YouTube and the algorithm, it's certain words I can't use on here. So y'all gonna have to use your imaginations, okay? We all grown here. Y'all know what I'm getting at. But like I said before, this is the problem too. When they had, going back to the Dewdrop thing, if Shayna would have won the Queen's Crown tournament, it would have put her into another algorithm, and maybe the fans would have got a little bit more behind her. But because of the start pushes they kept doing with her, the fans kind of lost interest. And then when they had another opportunity to capitalize off of that was with Ronda Rousey. She turned on her. Actually, she is a 3-time tag team women's champion. Now that you think about it, probably 4, because she won the NXT Women's Championship too. when they unified both of those championships. So 4-time tag team women's probably won it more than anybody else now at this point. They had an opportunity with her and Ronda's feud. I feel like what should have happened is they should have stretched out the feud a little bit longer instead of just having a one-off match where she just won in an MMA rules fight. People were behind Shayna, and they had a perfect opportunity to try to capitalize off of it and make her a big star again. But WWE put her in a random tag team again and then started to lose matches. And it was just like, why do y'all keep doing this with this lady? Like, just book her the way that she's supposed to. Like, at this point, it seems like AEW is looking really bright right now for her. Like, she fit more into that and maybe bring a little bit more legitimacy to the women's division that's, from what I hear, is floundering. But hey, I don't watch AEW, so I don't know how the women's are over there. Only seeing like clips and stuff like that. But going back to my point, it's like, because she doesn't look like that certain archetype that like WWE always push on these women, that's why like you don't see her the way that she was booked on NXT now in WWE. So I just feel like if WWE just stopped trying to do that, or trying to put a certain, or I don't know if they're in her ear and trying to tell her, hey, you know what I'm saying, you should dress a little bit more scantily clad or whatever. I don't know, but and maybe she just kind of giving them pushback. So it's like, oh, but since you don't want to do that, we're just not going to book you the way that you need to be booked to be the top star or whatever. I don't know. But I just wish they stopped trying to push that. And it's like a whole other lot of stuff. So it really, technically, it's not even a problem with Shayna Baszler. It's a problem with the ways that she's booked. If they stop trying to push that whole narrative on the women, just period, like you have to look this particular way and just let them look the way they want and just push them. And if it works, it works. It doesn't, it doesn't. But don't ruin them and then try to make them, build them back up. And that's when people don't care. Like, you know, fans have a short attention span. Like, come on, like, let's stop the, you know, the hogwash. Like, just stop it. So what they need to do is they need to book her the way that she's supposed to be booked and just go ahead and make her that same beast that she was in NXT to WWE, and then we'll be good. And then maybe, you know, win a couple of championships, at least a good 4 or 5, you know, championship reigns is good with me. And then she could just go ahead and hang it up, because I believe she's in her 40s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So she probably won't have a lot of more time left. But hey, I mean, only time will tell. We'll see how everything plays out. I just don't want to see them waste her. I just hope they don't sit up there and just be like, well, we just don't know what to do with her, or we don't know how to book her. Oh, well, because she don't look like them, that's why. So just a little bit of, a little favoritism I feel like going on. But hey, that's, I don't work for WWE, so I don't know. It just looking real fishy with them, you know, but that's all I got for you guys. Let me know, what do you think, or what is the problem with Shayna Baszler? Do you think it's good for her to be in a tag team? Do you want to see her as a single star? And just go ahead and comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for all my subscribers and everybody that helped grow this channel. And peace. I'm out.